Hey YouTube family, I worked a long day today in 100-degree plus weather, but I have to make this last video. I got in the house tonight after 11 p.m. from doing the contract that's just 2 doors over from my house. Thank God I don't have to drive all over Atlanta to make money this week. But anyway, this story is called Irony. I-R-O-N-Y, Irony. And as you know, if you've watched my last videos, I did a story about a friendly encounter with a positive young brother that I had yesterday. And I also did a video 2 days ago describing the city of Chicago and cities and the inner city in America as a virtual war zone. Well, just want to bring you a quick link that I got from Dreddy1814 channel. And basically, this story is about 3 African American men, one is from Jamaica though, who were gunned down in Queens, New York yesterday morning, Sunday morning. Technically today is Monday morning because it's after 12 o'clock. But they went clubbing in New York, and one of them looked at the wrong woman in the club. So in the process of looking at the wrong woman, there was a confrontation according to all the witnesses who have intimate knowledge of the case. And there was an altercation inside the club, an argument. Well, these brothers left the club and drove 11 miles back to Queens, New York. When they got to the location to drop their friend off, it was 4 of them. The men who they were had argued with or had the altercation with had followed them 11 miles. When they double parked their car, some coward with an AK-47 got out of his vehicle and slaughtered them. Killed the driver in the driver's seat, killed the front passenger, and also killed the 3rd victim who was trying to run out of the back door of the car. He was killed in the street by the rear of the car. The person who they were dropping off, their friend, luckily he survived. But all this was over a female that they looked at. All over a female. And the reason why I call this video Irony real quick is the contract that I'm doing some steps. I'm building steps on a house. And the client's mother is 83 years old. Born the same year as Martin Luther King. He was born in January, she was born in June. She's worked the civil rights movement, was a hospital worker before civil rights was even an issue. And she was basically telling me that when her brothers came up, if a white woman walked down the street on the sidewalk that you were coming and she was approaching you, you had to walk on the opposite side of the street because black men were in fear of being arrested for reckless eyeballing. And basically reckless eyeballing was looking at a white woman. Any white person could arrest a black man for looking at a white woman and could hold you until the authorities came to officially arrest you. But anybody, even a child, could arrest a grown black man in Georgia for reckless eyeballing. And here it is, 2012. We no longer have to fear. We no longer have to face that punishment at the hands of people who would oppress us. The only fear that we have now is of each other. How can 3 men die over reckless eyeballing in 2012. 63 shots from an AK-47. And I just want to say, may they rest in peace. And let me give you their names so they're not anonymous to you. The first brother is Jamie Buzareth, who was 33 years old. He left behind a set of twins and an 11-year-old. The second brother, who hails from Jamaica, was named Jason Wood. He was 27 years old and he left a 4-year-old son in his homeland of Jamaica. The third fatality has yet to be identified, pending notification of the relatives. And as I said, the fourth one did survive. And there have been a lot of videos today about George Zimmerman being in a safe house, or people are riled up about that because he's being protected. But who's going to protect us? We're worried about somebody killing George Zimmerman, but we're not worried about people killing our babies, our relatives. We're not worried about these killers on the street. Everybody in this incident said it was about a female. Now, this is the sad part about this story. If you know exactly what it was about, and you know the people that they were arguing with, you had intimate knowledge, you heard the argument, you were there, you knew exactly what caused the demise or the downfall of these brothers. And as of right now, no arrests have been made. And this is another part of irony. 2 days ago, I made a video called "What's the Process?" And I said that people in Detroit, Chicago, New York, the inner cities, are living in virtual war zones. And let me just tell you what the sister of Jamie Buzareth said, Katie Buzareth, and I'm quoting her. How are there AK-47s on the street? Are we living in a war zone? End of quote. And like I say, God rest the dead.